What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and as part of the backlash to Dave Chappelle's Netflix special, The Closer, activists organized the Netflix walkout, and predictably, it was an absolute disaster. It was a cringe fest. There were more members of the media at this protest than there were actual protesters, and unlike what the media reported it as, with thousands of Netflix employees looking to participate in this walkout, no, instead it was maybe a few dozen Netflix employees and maybe 100 or so activist protesters that showed up there. It was embarrassing. But even with so few protesters there, they still demonstrated why Netflix should not listen to these people, why you should not give in to the woke mob mentality and cater to these ridiculous demands that they put out there. Because truly, their behavior, I'm going to show you some videos. I'm going to show you some of these videos so you can see for yourself what's going on, including a YouTuber you may be familiar with who went down there, and the way that they reacted to a simple difference of opinion tells you everything you need to know about these people. Look at the headline: Netflix employee walkout grows tense as trans rights protesters clash with Dave Chappelle supporters. Yes, there were a few Dave Chappelle supporters there as well, and you know, all these trans activists, these people that want everyone to have an open mind, all that, they didn't seem to have a very open mind when someone simply said, Dave is funny, or jokes are funny. They didn't like that very much. In fact, why don't we just show that? That video is actually going around a lot right now. Let's just do it. Vito, somehow Vito got involved in this. So, Vito and Dick Masterson, they run a podcast called The Biggest Problem in the Universe. I think that's what they're doing right now. I do really like Dick Masterson. However, for the record, I think Vito is an enormous piece of shit. Vito, is ironic that he's out here doing this thing talking about, oh, do you like free speech, blah, 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 when he is the one who tag team YouTube to try to get Friday Night Tights taken down. He was encouraging people to flag Friday Night Tights when Alex Jones was on. So much for free speech, Vito. But that's why I hate this dude. One of the reasons I hate this dude. But Vito is in the LA area, went down there, obviously, right, with the sign that says jokes are funny, Dave is funny, to try to generate a little bit of this type of attention. But look at this. Breaking. Dozens of Netflix employees and their supporters staged a walkout outside Netflix headquarters to protest the transphobic comments made by Dave Chappelle in his latest comedy special released earlier this month. I like how they say dozens of employees. Yeah, it really sounds huge. Look at the sign here that Vito has. We're going to listen. It says, we like Dave. And the other side of it, I believe, says jokes are funny. And he's just saying trans lives matter. Watch how the crowd reacts to him.
Why is he breaking my sign? Why is he breaking my sign? Don't have free speech rights? Don't have free speech rights of all of you? Oh, look, there's such a fire. He's got a weapon! He's got a weapon! He's got a...
Oh my gosh. So they smash his sign, break it on the ground, and then all these activists, they're not employees. These people they don't work at Netflix, man. These are fucking activists that are there for this. So they break his sign off his stick, and they say he has a weapon. They start screaming he has a weapon.
A weapon! He's got a weapon! Oh, you want me to drop my weapon?
Yes.
Okay.
Get and leave.
There's my weapon.
We're not trying to have a discussion.
I'm not discussing anything.
They're trying to force him to leave. These people who, they put their hands, right, they just continue to walk at you. And if you push against them at all, they pretend like they're attacked. This is the woke lunatic mob.
We're trying not to have any discussion.
I'm just here to say that jokes are funny, people. Dave Chappelle is a funny guy.
You have this weirdo shaking a tambourine saying, repent, motherfucker, over and over again. These are the people that want Netflix to cater to their demands. Jesus.
I love Dave. I don't know why all the violence. I don't know why all the hate. I just love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle!
Right, these are the people that we're dealing with right now. And some of the things that were said at this rally, some protesters saying, you know what Netflix should do to fix all this? They should pay trans employees more. They should give specifically trans employees a raise. I wish I was kidding. Listen to this crazy bitch.
The full moon in Aries, it is time to make a change. It's time to release the old and break in new. What needs to happen if the CEO at Netflix wants to make it right with trans people? Give your trans employees a raise right now. Give them a raise right now.
Give just trans employees more money. That will make it better. That's what you need to do, Netflix. They are showing everybody why no one should listen to them. They are showing everyone why Dave Chappelle was 1000% right in what he said about this community when someone says something that might be a little bit offensive to them. Of course, it's not everybody, right? It is a fringe minority group that is out doing this right here. It's not everybody in that community, to be sure. But the idea that you think that Netflix should listen to you because of this is insane. Here is Dick Masterson. You can see a good size of the crowd right here. Let's look at this big crowd. We like jokes. Dave is funny. Dick Masterson out there counter-protesting to all the people screaming trans lives matter. This is insane, right? Listen, here's another person. This is the person who organized the event.
Preston, and I am the organizer for the Stand Up and Solidarity Rally, and I thank all of you for being here today in support of the employees at Netflix of trans and non-binary experience and their allies and accomplices.
This isn't about the people at Netflix. Let's get that straight right now. This is not about Netflix employees. There's only a few dozen there, according to all these reports. There's not a lot of Netflix employees that are out there. This is about activists taking this moment to try to play victim, to try to get attention, to try to do all these things. And you know what? We're going to give you attention. I am going to make fun of you. I am going to roast you for how fucking ridiculous you are coming off, for how insane this group of people that came together to protest Netflix and give a list of demands, how insane you seem. And if you think I'm kidding, I mean, look at this one. Here's another speaker at this event.
Solidarity beside my sister, Ashley Moo Preston, first and foremost at this event today. She has proven herself as an activist, also a friend and a loved one to many people in her embarkment on activism. So thank you so much. Give this woman a huge round of applause. Beautiful young woman.
How many people?
Thank you so much.
How many people do you think are there? 100, 150 maybe, from all these shots we've seen? There's essentially nobody at this thing. Even though you got someone like Elliot Page, let's make sure we get that right, not used to using that name, tweeting out and standing with them, tweeting out their dumb YouTube video from Ashley Marie Presley, showing all these different celebrities. You know, some people who work for Netflix, some people who are washed up actors, some people who are activists, some people who are actors/activists. The guy from, I think this guy's from Queer Eye, and they still have absolutely no momentum behind this. But what are they asking for? Here's what they're asking for. Here's what this group of people is out there to protest for. According to a statement released ahead of the walkout, the ERG's demands include creating a fund to specifically develop trans and non-binary talent in front and behind the camera. Eliminate references, imagery of transphobic titles or talent inside workplaces, like murals, posters, and swag. Transphobic swag, okay? For Netflix to acknowledge the harm anti-trans content does for the livelihood of trans people. To add disclaimers before titles that use transphobic, misogynistic, homophobic language. To boost promotion for trans-affirming titles like the Laverne Cox-produced documentary, Disclosure. Netflix, do not give these people anything. They have no power. They have no pull. They couldn't even get anybody to actually walk out. A few dozen of your employees, right? That's it. All the while, Netflix has basically very much softened their tune. Let's see if I can find this for you. Here it is. This is Netflix's statement. Very much have softened their tune in an effort to kind of somewhat bend the knee. Hi, for coverage of today's Netflix employee walkout, here's a statement attributable to a Netflix spokesperson. We value our trans colleagues and allies and understand the deep hurt that's been caused. We respect the decision of any employee who chooses to walk out and recognize we have much more to work to do within Netflix and in our content. Netflix, do not bend the knee to these fucks. Do not cater to these people. These irrelevant pieces of garbage who are just trying to use this to advance their own agenda. These people who organize this, they don't care about Netflix employees. They care about their own stature, their own status, and in using this opportunity to gain more clout and more identity politics victimhood points. That's what this entire thing is about, but it is so cringe. All they had to do was show up and say something simple like, Dave is funny, jokes are funny, and they have people tearing down their signs, trying to say they have weapons, trying to force them out of here. It's so fucking insane. Let me know you guys' thoughts about all this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.